Thanks a lot for joining me. Once again, my name is Charles with Barthelemy Enterprises Commercial Funding Source. I want to take a quick minute just to touch on some of the projects that we are currently funding right now, which is everything from your land loans to your construction, restaurants, so on and so forth. But one thing I really want to zone in on for just a couple minutes here is land funding. Okay, there are a lot of lenders out there. There are a lot of direct lenders and a lot of funding sources out there right now that are not, and I repeat, they are not lending on land, let alone your construction, restaurant, churches, and things of that nature. We are currently lending, and we are aggressively lending on land only. Okay, and when I say land only, I mean it doesn't have to be developed. It doesn't have to have brick and mortar on it. You can be sitting on 183 acres, for example, and we will lend on that 183 acres. Now, let me just give you a brief rundown of what that criteria is. Okay, your exit strategy on that particular loan has to be extremely solid. Okay, and what I mean by exit strategy, this is a short-term loan. Lack of a better term, it's a bridge loan. So what it does is it bridges the gap until you have permanent financing in place. This loan can range anywhere from 12 to 48 months. That interest rate is going to be pretty high. It could range anywhere from 12 to 15.99, and then you're talking about 8 to 10 points, somewhere around that area, maybe a little bit lower, but your range is going to be between 8 and 10 points on that particular loan. Now, this loan is just a temporary loan to bridge the gap until you have permanent financing in place. That's why the exit strategy is very, very important, because that note balloons at the end of that 24 months or that 48 months, whichever term we decide. So I want to touch on that real quick just to let individuals know and just to let you all know out there that we are lending on land only. Now, I must stress that LTV, loan to value, on that land, okay, is going to range anywhere between 40 and 55%, depending on the actual project. And I stress that it depends on the actual project. So I want to stress once again that we are funding on all your commercial real estate and your business acquisitions. Okay, in some cases, if your commercial real estate doesn't have the cash flow that it needs, or it's not servicing the debt, we will not lend on that. But in other cases, it's a case-by-case scenario, we will lend on that. It just all depends on that particular project. But we are lending on your restaurants, your churches, your gas stations, your light industrial, your warehouses. I can go on. We're lending on everything. We have relationships with direct funding sources that are lending on these out-of-the-box projects. Okay, your traditional banks are not, and I repeat, they are not lending on your out-of-the-box projects. So we've went out, we've created long-time relationship with these funding sources that are lending, and they are actually, we are closing deals on this end, and we're funding aggressively on all your commercial real estate. So without further ado, hope to pick something up on that. Once again, my name is Charles with Barthelemy Enterprises Commercial Funding Source. If you have any questions, by all means, please give me a call at 404-419-2119. Once again, that's 404-419-2119. Until next time, my friends, ciao.